Hey guys, my name is Tyler Covington, and for my intercultural speech, I chose to interview a really good friend of mine. His name is Braden Russell. Um, Braden is from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, and went to Anderson County High School. He has three siblings, two brothers, and one sister. Um, Braden has been one of my closest friends since freshman year, has always been there for me. I knew of Braden back in high school because his school and my school were huge football rivals, and he was one of the humblest athletes I'd ever met and played against. Braden excels academically and athletically. He was named All Academic Mid South Conference for both football and track. He holds the school record for high jump and indoor and outdoor track. Academically, Braden has also made the Dean's List for the last 6 semesters. He's also graduating with a degree in business management. Something I've been super thankful for is being able to play on the same side of the ball with Braden for the last 4 years. He has taught me so much um, about God and what He could do in my life. One of my favorite memories with Braden would be every holiday or birthday for the last 4 years. He would always write everyone a positive note and finish it with a Bible verse related to it. It could truly turn everyone's day around. Braden has multiple hobbies, but his favorite are football, soccer, and snowboarding. Braden really enjoys seafood, and his favorite is tuna and salmon. Braden is involved in a few organizations on campus, such as FCA, and is also a BCM council member. I believe that Braden is a true representation of what God does in people's lives. He is a very selfless person and gives some of the best advice. Braden always shares the same piece of scripture with us from the Bible if our friend group ever gets into some type of argument. It is Proverbs 18:24. It says, one who has unreliable friends comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." This always reminds us and reassures us that some people in our life come and go, but the friend group will always stay together. During his childhood, he faced racism in his home county. He was also very shy and could easily be a pushover. Braden discovered confidence in who he could become and through the gifts that God had given him. He started to enjoy mission trips and learning about how God could still use him through ministry and become a true servant leader. While interviewing Braden, he told me about his childhood and how he chose to follow Jesus at the age of 8 years old, and he discovered that he felt convicted of jealousy. Um, Braden chose to trust God and found that He was working in his life. He saw that his mother was healed and that God would show him signs through prayer. During the roughest part of Braden's life, he cried out to God and heard Him audibly say, "Do you not trust me?" After that moment, he decided to fully trust Him with every situation in his life. Um, Braden has seen people get healed emotionally and physically. God has also allowed him to preach and teach in churches and prisons, and God's words always speak to His people. Braden and I have a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences. Braden is from Anderson County, which is only about a third of the population of my home county of Oldham, which is right outside of Louisville. Uh, Anderson County has tons of farmland, and we only have a small amount. I'm a huge fan of country music, but Braden isn't a big fan. However, there are a few songs that he does like, but there aren't very many. Um, we like the same hobby, sports, and the same taste in food. We both like the Christmas holiday, especially him, because he gets to celebrate Jesus. Braden is overall a very talented person. He can compete in any sport we throw him in. He can do backflips, cartwheels, and can pick up any instrument and learn to play it in no time. I chose Braden for this project because he is the most interesting person I I know and I've ever met, and I felt that interviewing him would give you guys a chance to know him as well if you already don't. From this assignment, I learned that even though we may be completely different people and live in totally different lives, we still find unique things about each other and become best friends. From sharing the same experiences, we have been able to push each other out of our comfort zones and try new things, and I think that's what makes our friendship so great.